Good evening to you all. Hope you all are doing well. First of all, just let me say something because I was not taking class for last 10 days and something just didn't go well with me because one of my maternal uncle is just passed away a week ago. And after that, I just got fever and I stuck with fever 4 days. I was not feeling well. So overall, that was happened. So let's continue. So from today onwards, we are going to have the class on the regular basis, and you will be getting this video lectures every day. So again, I apologize for not taking class or not uploading videos for last 10 days. I feel extremely sorry for that. But okay. So from now onwards, we will be starting this class, and this class will be continued from today onwards. I just make a promise that every day you will be getting one video for this class. Okay, so let's, before just not wasting much time here, let's start the class directly. So in the very first class, what I said, when it comes to spoken English, there are three words that you need to keep in mind. The first one was accuracy, accent, and fluency. So what we are going to start today we are going to start our class with the accuracy. So what is important? It is very important when you speak something, you must be grammatically correct. There should not be any grammar error. And I know where you are going to make mistake. So the way I am going to teach you, what you have to do, just go through that lectures carefully. Observe the points. I will make you remind what all things are important, where you need to put attention. And I can give you in writing, if you practice like that, you will start speaking English. And that too without any mistake. So this is the first lectures of a regular class. So today what we are going to do, basically when we have to speak something, we actually just speak sentences. And when we talk about sentences, it has got different parts. The first thing is called subject. The second is called helping verb, then main verb, and then comes preposition and object. So as of now, since we are just starting the class, so we will be focusing on subject. First, we will get to know what kind of subjects we actually have. Next, what is the relation between subject and the main verb or the helping verb. We will not be bothered about preposition at this stage because that is something we will do later. Okay, so let's start the class. The very first part is called identification of subject. So what we are going to study, we know when we have to speak something, we actually speak or make sentences, and these sentences consist of certain parts. So what all those parts are? Basically, those are subject, helping verb, main verb, and object. So what we are going to do, actually when you speak, you are going to make mistake at helping verb. So what I am going to teach you, how are you going to just confirm yourself with what subject, what helping verb are you going to use? Because we are learning this topic under accuracy. We are just focusing on accuracy. So whatever we will study as of now, that will be under accuracy section. Okay. So generally what happens when we have to talk about subject, this has got two parts. One is called singular and second is called plural. This subject has got two parts, singular subject and plural subject. In the same manner, helping verb also got singular and plural. In the same manner, main verb also singular and plural. Okay, so this is, now there is a combination between subject, helping verb and main verb. What is that combination? The combination is, okay, so please write down. What is the statement? Singular subject always uses singular helping verb or main verb, while plural subject uses plural. HV means helping verb and MV means main verb. So what you need to keep in mind, there is a relation between subject and main verb. There is a relation between subject and helping verb. So first you need to know what all subjects are under singular helping verb and what all subjects are under plural subjects, and what all helping verbs are under singular and what all helping verbs are plural. You must have clear understanding of all this thing. Okay, so this please note it down. Do not think much. The way I am teaching you, just follow the thing, because this is something that I have got through the experiences that I have got after teaching the students for so many years. I have taught them for more than 6 years. And just let me tell you, I have made the people to speak in English just in 2 months. So it also depends on you how much effort that you put from your side. So as of now, simply take the notes and just keep continuing. Okay, so this is when we have to talk about subject. Under singular subject, we have got I, he, she, it, any name, or any single relation. For example, any name Ram, Shyam, Rohan, David, anything. When you have to talk about single name, single relation, my father, my maternal uncle, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, his sister, her husband, his wife. So what we are saying, when we have to consider about single relation, that will be under singular subject. Now, when it comes to plural, we have got to be you, they, two or more names, two or more relation. What is the meaning of two or more names? It means Ram and Shyam, Sita and Rita. We have got two names here. So the moment you include more than one person, that will be considered as a plural subject. Please note it down. The moment you will include more than one persons in your speech, that will be considered as a plural subject. In the similar person, if we have to talk about more than two relations, like my father and my brother, my sisters and my friend, his sister and his friend. So when we talk about more than two relations, we are going to consider that as a plural subject. Hope this is very much clear to you. Okay, so this was all about the subject. Now then it comes to helping verb and main verb. Please now focus here. So when we have to talk about singular subject, just let me tell you one thing. This subject is not going to change. What is going to change, that is your helping verb and main verb. So this helping verb is going to change. This helping verb depends on two factors. The first is the nature of the subject, and second, the time period. This helping verb depends on two factors. First, the nature of the subject, and second, the time period. So be careful. Time period in the sense that can be present, past, or future. This, according to this time period, this helping verb will be changed for the subject. Hope I am very much clear to you. Okay, so write it. Okay, can I erase this part because you already have written this thing? Okay, let me erase this section, or just wait a minute. Let me write it here. Okay, here we got the time period. It is singular subject, singular helping verb, and plural helping verb. Okay, so start with the present. Okay, so this is just identification of helping verb. We have got these many helping verb. Okay, so when the subject is singular, just please understand, when the subject is singular and the time period is present, we have got is. Now, when to use is? Is, okay. So is we use with he, she, it. With all this subject, when the time is present, we are going to use helping verb as is. And when there is a special subject, the special subject is called I. When the special subject is I, we are going to use am. Just do not worry here how to make sentences. Just focus on the identification. Your main class will start with the tense. Until then, just have the clear ideas about the subject and the nature of helping verb and the main verb, because we are going to use this concept to teach that part. Okay? So, what I said, when we talk about the subject and when the subject is singular and the time period is present, we are going to use is when the subjects are he, she, it, any name or any single relation. But when there is a special subject that is called I, we are going to use am. Does, I will talk it later. Has. Has basically we use as ownership and again as a helping verb that I will teach you under the tense. So what you have to understand as of now, you have to use has as all these subjects. He had, she has, it has. Ram has, Rohan has, Shyam has. My brother has, my sister has, his uncle has, his brother has. So whenever you got one subject and the time is present, you have to use has here. We have got different uses of has that we will study later on. Okay. Now, when we have got plural subject, so we have to use are. What is that? When the subjects are plural, we are going to use are with all these subjects. With all these plural subjects, we are going to use are when the time period is present. Hope everything is clear. We are, you are, they are, two or more. Ram and Shyam are, Shita and Gita are, my brother and sisters are, his uncle and aunt are. This is. Now again, do we will use it under tense. Don't worry, I will tell you later on. Have in the, this is just opposite to has. As we use has for singular subject, we use have for plural subject. And with I is a special case. We use here am and next we use have. I have. Okay. Now come to past. Subject will remain the same, only time period will change. What I am going to have your attention here, I just want you to bring your attention. You just be careful about the time period. Because the moment the time period will change, helping verb will automatically be changed. This is very simple concept, but when you start speaking, you tend to make mistake there. So do not worry much, do not think much, just keep following what I am teaching you right now. What you need to keep in mind, nature of subject, time period and helping verb. That's it. Okay, so what I said, when the time period is passed, with singular helping, what is singular helping verb? Was. So whenever the subject are all these, here, okay, here you have to use, with I you have to use was only. With all these singular subjects, you are going to use was. I was, he was, she was, it was, Ram was, Rohan was, Sita was, Gita was. When there is one person, you have to use was. And this is single visit. My uncle was, my maternal uncle was, my friend was. Okay. Now just pronunciation class. WAS. This is not was. This is not was. This is was. Whenever you have to just speak a word that starts with letter W, you have to make a pout and you have to say wa, was, watermelon, not watermelon, watermelon, watch, were, was, who. So you have to make a pot. This is how you have to speak. Okay, so what I said, when the subject is singular, you have to use was. Okay, let's finish this fast because this is simple thing. We should not invest much time here. Next is called had. Okay, with singular subject, you are going to use had. Okay, so what is change here? When the time period is past, only when the subject is singular, you have to use was, and when the subjects are plural, you have to use were. This is were. WERE, were. So we were, you were, they were, Ram and Shyam were, my uncle and aunt were. So when we have got plural subject, you have to use were when the time period is past. And this had and did will remain same with singular subject as well as plural subject. But the thing is that the time period has to be past. Okay. So now next come to future. Future, we have got only one helping verb and that is called will, and this will remain equal for singular subject and plural subject. This will remain same. For example, I will, he will, she will, it will, Ram will, Rohan will, my uncle will. With all the subjects, singular subjects, you are going to use will. And plural, we will, you will, they will, two or more names, Ram and Shyam will, my uncle and aunt will. So hope you have understood this concept. So what we have studied today, we have just studied the nature of the subject, that we have got two types of subjects, singular subject and plural subject. Then we have got helping verb, again two types, singular helping verb and plural helping verb, that depends on time period. We have got three time periods, present, past and future. Accordingly, the helping verb will be changed. So this was all about the helping verb. Okay, now come to the last part, that is called main verb. Okay, now when we have to talk about main verb, what you have to keep in mind. So the nature of main verb changes only in present tense. With past and future, the nature of main verb will be same for singular subject as well as plural subject. What I said, the nature of main verb will change only in simple present tense, that too with the subject. But it will not change, whatever subject might be singular or plural, it will remain same for singular subject as well as plural subject when the time period is past or future. Okay, so what I mean to say, please try to understand. So when we have to got main verb, we have got V1 and V5. V1, this is called plural main verb, and V5, this is called singular main verb. For example, okay, for example, we can say play, plays, write, writes. Okay, so what do you see here? You can see S here. So the moment you see any help main verb that is added with letter S or ES, that will be counted as a singular main verb. And the moment you got the singular main verb, what will be the subject? Subject will always be singular. Okay, this is your root. Play, right. This is right, not right. This is right. So what you have to do when the verb are in this way, play when there is no s, that will be considered as a first form of verb and we will be using with plural subject. For example, he, okay, he has got singular in nature. You can see he is singular, so we will say he plays, he rides. We have got one name, Ram. Ram plays, Ram rides. Then we got plural, we play, we write. They play, they write. So this is how we have to say. So whenever you see a main verb that do not carry letter s with itself, you have to use as with the plural subject. But there is a catch, I. This is your exception. I is an exception. With I, you have to use plural main verb. With I, you have to use plural main verb. I is a singular subject, even though you have to use plural main verb. So instead of using I plays, you have to say I play. Instead of saying I writes, you have to say I write. I cooks, that is wrong, I cook. So this was all. So if I have to sum up what you need to understand, this is just a basic class. This is not important, but this is important for the further class. This is your foundation. If your foundation is weak, everything will be weak. My purpose of teaching is simple, that I am going to make you speak in such a way, the moment you start speaking something, you will be in a position to just rectify yourself then and there only. You will be a speaker and you will be a teacher for yourself. This is what I mean to say. Okay, so let's sum up here. So what we have studied today, for spoken English, what is important, we are going to speak some sentences and we should know how to make sentences. Just because we are learning this topic for the speaking point of view, we tend to make mistakes somewhere. So what is important, we must be careful where we are going to make mistake. So basically these are the helping verb and main verb, because helping verb and main verb, these are decided according to the nature of the subject. So first of all, we need to understand what are the nature of subjects. So we have got two types of subjects, singular subject and plural subject. This is, then we have got helping verb. Again, as we have got six subjects, we have got helping verb. Again, this helping verb depends on two parts. First, the time period, and second is nature, singular and plural. So what I said, you already have seen that. Then comes to main verb. We have got two types main verbs, V1 and V5. V1 is called plural. Since it is plural, you have to use with plural subject. Next is called V5, that is called singular main verb. We are going to use with plural subject. And we have got different forms of verb, V2, V3, V4. But we are going to use V2, V3, V4 with all the subjects. So there is nothing to worry about it. With V2, we do not to decide what is the nature of the subject. It will be applicable for singular subject as well as plural subject. Only V1, V5 are the main subject that depends on nature of the subject. So that's all for tonight. Hope you revise this class. And if you have any doubt, please mention it in your comment. Write something, because this is online class. This is not offline class. If I would have teaching you in an offline way, I would have taught you in a very different way. But since this is online class, what I want from your side is write something. What do you understand? What do you want from me? Just write everything. And again, what I said, I was not taking class for last 10 days. I extremely feel sorry for that. But from now onwards, the classes will be continuing. You will be getting a lecture every single night. So that's all for tonight. Thank you and take care.